Ever since I got the Hasselblad XPAN, shooting it during the night paired with motion picture film has been on my list. As I was planning my trip to Berlin, I knew that this would be the perfect city to give this combination a try. The wide aspect ratio of the XPAN is just as fascinating as it is challenging, and finding suitable motives that will work with the halations of Cinestill 800T is another topic for itself. Therefore, the combination of both, finding motives that work in favor of the film stock while finding compositions that work in favor of the panoramic format, was fairly difficult yet a fun challenge. Also on this roll I used a 1/4 Pro Mist filter to see how that would pair with Cinestill. Overall I do like the results because it takes out the sharp edges you sometimes find around the halations, but it also takes away some of the characteristics of the film, which is why I will probably leave the filter off the next time. I almost walked past this scene and probably would not have noticed it if it would not have been for the XPAN in my hands. I think that this is a great example where the scene works perfect in panoramic format, while it would not work as well in a more square aspect ratio. I get a lot of questions about how I meter for night shots. I do not find incident metering with my external light meter to be as helpful, at least not for luminous subjects, which is why I use reflective metering with a light meter app most of the times. Those apps are not perfectly accurate, but they get the job done pretty well. And what I often do is to meter for the brightest and for the darkest areas in an image and calculate an average. Once you have some rolls of experience with similar settings, since I usually take all of my shots at f8 or f11, it's also not too hard to estimate the right exposure time.
Rechts.
This is unexpectedly probably my favorite shot of the night, because the bars of the garage door make the scene feel rather abstract and a bit unreal. On the way, we found this place that still had their neon signs on, where I took a couple of shots. Since I was not too sure about the first composition, I took 2 shots from different angles here, but sadly both had the same problem. The windows were pretty dirty and that kind of ruined the shots for me. With Cinestill, I also like taking images of scenes that might look mundane at first glance. And here the lamp caught my eye because I liked how simple it appeared in contrast to the structures of the tunnel and the buildings in the background. I absolutely love this building here, which is an old art house cinema. But sadly, I don't think this image benefits from the wide aspect ratio and would work just as well or maybe even better in a standard format. I thought it would be nice to try at least one vertical panorama, so I decided to go with the most cliché Berlin things you can think of, the Fernsehturm behind a passing S-Bahn. We started this photo walk around 9 p.m. as it got dark, and I thought that these 20 shots would maybe take 1 or 2 hours. But in the end, we took the train home around 2 a.m., so these 20 shots actually took me 5 hours, which comes out to 4 shots per hour, which makes this roll one of the slowest rolls I have ever shot in one go. And that said, thanks for watching and see you in the next one.
Yeah.